Michael Sheen and David Tennant, TVs new odd couple on Good Omens. I meet Sheen and Tennant in a fittingly infernally overheated room in a London hotel. For Sheen, their compatibility as a comedy double act is especially impressive considering that they had never shared a scene or stage before. When I ask how seeing this friendship in action, I wonder whether they'd had a notably enjoyable shoot, one that made it difficult to heed the advice a young Sheen was once given by the venerable actor and director Fiona Shaw, to be careful not to enjoy himself too much. Tennant agrees. For him, despite sending up weighty themes such as religion and morality, Good Omens is at its sharpest when it focuses on the supernatural beings as they immerse themselves. You even revel in the relative banality of human life. They team up to save. Watch Good Omens official teaser trailer Gizmodo. The flip side is that stars are usually personally held accountable when a series fails to meet the expectations of the fans. And lovers of fantasy and sci-fi are often notoriously implacable. To say that a screen gallery Harry Potter stars you forgot were in Doctor Who Digital Spy. Tennant, who is no stranger to opinionated fans from his days as Doctor Who, is a little more blunt. You can't make TV. Watch David Tennant. It feels like the apocalypse could be seconds away. Bang showbiz. Good Omens is on Amazon Prime from today and will be shown on BBC Two later this year. MSN UK are empowering happiness for Mental Health Awareness Month. Find out more.
Raindrops, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.